is the blues.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, there you are.
I can't figure it out yet. Hold on.
What can you not figure out?
I messed up all my everything.
Right.
I don't know. I had everything all set up, and then I made some change somewhere. I can't remember. And then everything just went. So just give me 1 moment.
That's fine.
Just give me.
You know, just finished about 10 minutes
Oh,
ago.
look at
Another
that.
video.
Yeah. All right. I saw that short one. I saw that one.
Yes. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Let me see what's going on here. How do I? Oh. Let me just make a change.
And that image is mega fucking big.
I know. I recreated it for you.
Right.
All right. Let's see. It's that one. Oops. That one moves there. What's this? I first want to, I just want to first let everybody know that what you've done. I want to show them what you've done. Look out for number one, ladies and gentlemen.
You're not broadcasting on YouTube. Oh, now you do. Ah, yeah, I got it.
You got it? YouTube. Look out for number one, ladies and gentlemen, has managed to undigitize and unfocus Gary Milne's face pic. And here it is, your famous Darth Dawkins in the flesh.
Our uncle.
Uncle Gary.
Uncle Gary.
Hold on a sec, yeah. Let me just get rid of
That is, I mean, fucking dead on.
that is awesome, yeah.
Dead on.
All right.
That picture was really pixelated. It was about this fucking small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ran it through that same program about a dozen times, and it wouldn't work until I figured out how it worked. It would just it wouldn't return anything. But I figured it out. Okay, so today is the 28th of December, 2022. It's Wednesday. I'm here with Look Out for Number One, and we are. This is part 2 of How Do You Know You're Not a Brain in the Vat? Oscar, good morning, good evening. How you doing, my man?
Yeah, good evening, good afternoon. Evening should be fine.
Everything good?
Everything wicked. Doing a couple of videos really quickly, but hey, what the hell? It's for science, for the betterment of science.
All right. Okay, should we carry on from where we left off yesterday?
Shall we carry on? Yes.
Yes, let's just carry on.
He said, okay, let me invent the same bullshit that Tom Rabbitt is making, right? So, what about my God, my soul, my this, my that, right? That could be in the fucking Matrix, and that is incompatible with whatever. So now you got two views, yeah, and both of them cannot be right. One of them must be wrong, or both of them are wrong. My opinion, both bullshit commentaries about both interlocutors, Tom Rabbitt and Matt Slick, they're full of it, or a stupid, silly question,
Yeah.
right? and they're bitching around it already. Yeah, Matt Slick is defending his religious side of it, and Tom Rabbitt is protecting his pieces of wood, shall we call it? Right? Let me see if I can make the fire. Yeah, because it's got no substance on the question.
No.
It's idiotic to say the least.
Impossible.
Yeah, what are
Not
the
possible.
two?
The
What are
Christian. You say it's possible that I could be a brain in a vat. I'm telling you, the Bible said it's not possible.
Yeah. Okay. So if that's the case, fine. Doesn't matter if I believe it or not. It is his answer. Right? If you don't like the answer, rephrase the question in a different way, but not repeat it fucking 10 times.
Which one is it?
No, the Bible says that souls go into human beings.
The Bible says. So this guy, Tom Rabbitt, is quoting somebody that actually studied very well. I think the Bible is bullshit. But don't ask a bullshitter, master bullshitter, a question from a non-bullshitter. That's my opinion. Yeah, I might know a little bit the Bible, but I would not go against Matt Slick about the Bible because he's gonna beat the shit out of me. So I will learn to stay away from it. Right? I will listen to the bullshit, but I will not claim authority on it, which that is what Tom Rabbitt is doing. It's dangerous ground.
And that's perfectly compatible with you being a brain in a vat.
Like that, it's saying it fucking straight. Like Matt Slick is saying that God exists. It's perfectly consistent to be a brain in a vat. Straight out, right? Currently, we cannot do it, right? So he's making this shit up. He's trying to use the Matrix movie into a current state of affairs, like if it was possible, right? That's what he's doing, right? So bullshit here, both of them are full of fucking bullshit. Easy. Next.
Can you show me where the scripture says the souls go into human beings?
Well, I'm just taking that. I thought that's what you said.
No. You just fucking said that. You contradicted that, Matt Slick. I said no. It says this. So you are the one making the claim, right? But now you shifting the burden of proof to Matt to say, oh, I thought you said it. What the fuck is wrong with you, man?
I thought you were paraphrasing scripture where it says that the Bible says that God puts the soul into human bodies or something like that.
Yes.
Mhm.
And that he speaks to us in his word, and that Jesus Christ, God in flesh, obviously is not.
You see? That is a problem when a non-specialist talk to a specialist on the specialist side of it, right? That's when Tom Rabbitt is fucking up right now, right? Matt Slick is using his knowledge or bullshit knowledge about the Bible, but it's a better bullshit than Tom Rabbitt's bullshit, right? And he's fucking hammering it down with more meta. That's the problem when somebody is ignorant about subject matter and open the fucking gob and talk about something that he doesn't know. And Tom Rabbitt just fucked up there. He fucked up before with the line of question being dishonest, like Daft Dawkins, right? But now he's trying to.
Not a brain in a vat, because that's the Christian perspective. That's the internal critique, the internal analysis. So Jesus, the firstborn from the dead, Colossians 1, he is the first.
Mythical.
He is the one who is the representation of God, exact.
You see, Tom Rabbitt, if it's not true what he's saying, Tom Rabbitt should say, sorry, no. You're talking rubbish because X, Y, Z. But because Tom Rabbitt cannot defend cannot argue or defend his position based on Matt Slick's Bible study, right? I would say, sorry, Matt, don't talk about that because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, or I do not accept that as a case. But Tom Rabbitt is taking it up the ass. This big
representation. Hebrews 1:3. So we look at who Christ is because We are to be like him. If he is a
You should not let somebody carry on putting more fuel on the fire unless you light the fire.
brain in a vat, then we could be brains in the vat. But I'm not a brain in a vat because he's not a brain in a vat. So your scenario doesn't work. It cannot be the case that it's true that I can be a brain in a vat, and also not the case that I can be a brain in a vat. Okay.
That would be interesting if anywhere during this conversation I asked you whether or not Jesus could be a brain in a vat, but I
He
didn't.
didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Jesus has done many things that
He didn't say
you
that. You
will
see,
never be able
he
to
outright
do.
fucking lied there. No. That's another fuck up. Tom Rabbitt, you're saying Jesus did X. How the fuck do you know? Anything that is said about Jesus is by other people. That character never wrote something about himself. So you're talking again out of your fucking ass. Sorry, you're talking out of your fucking ass, right? Are you talking as a atheist deist? Fine enough. You're talking as an atheist saying religious stuff. Jesus said this, Jesus said that. I have to ask you, back the hell what you're saying. Right? Jesus said this.
Okay. So you asked about the Christian worldview.
Yeah, that's right.
This is a Christian worldview. I just told you what the Christian worldview is, and then what you.
A non-expert is talking to an expert. Bad news. This is the equivalent of Darth Dawkins, yeah, an educated philosopher or self-taught philosopher talking to a PhD in philosophy. Tom Rabbitt is doing exactly the same thing. I don't know if he cannot hold the feet, because he's not line of questioning, the same questioning, yeah, or multiple times asking the same fucking thing. Yeah, you have not gained any forward stance in trying to achieve another point of view, or a different, or a discrepancy, a change of mind from Matt Slick. You haven't achieved that, in my opinion.
Do is you reject it and you go to an external critique. So you keep doing this, and I keep exposing you on this. I keep showing this to you. You can.
Unfortunately, that's true. I hate fucking Matt Slick, but technically he's correct.
Continue to go back to the same error.
What's the external critique that I'm committing, Matt?
No external critique. You accepted an internal critique from Matt Slick. Now you're shifting the subject from internal to external, from internal to external. For me, this is a fucking soap opera. No.
You apply the laws of logic, which you can't justify from an atheistic perspective anyway, and then you apply them inside the Bible and the Christian worldview, and say this isn't possible, or you say it is possible. And that's what you said. It is logically possible within the scriptures. Well, no, it's not, because God tells us that we are simply in.
Well, now in defense of Tom is, oh, hold on, God said. No, hold on, prove that God said, because everything that was being written, it was written by humans, period. So there is that.
I agree.
Human bodies, not brains in vats. It cannot be both the case that we're
You
not
see,
in
technically,
physical bodies,
I'm not
and
against
also the
both.
case that
I'm
we
not in favor of
are in
both.
physical bodies,
right?
since the Bible tells.
I'm not against both. I'm not in favor of both. I'm just making discrepancies on what they're saying, right? If Matt Slick says something correct, I gladly say yes, you were correct, right? And the same goes with Tom Rabbitt. But if at the same token, if both of those two idiots say something wrong, I would clearly fucking say it, right? But when I say something, I try to be correct, so it doesn't bite me in the ass in the future, right? And I normally, what I do is research what I'm saying. Sorry, research what I'm going to say.
Right, but every time Matt Slick says Jesus said, or if anybody in the whole world says Jesus said, they're just lying.
Correct. I'm agreeing. Correct. I said that. I said about 20 seconds, a minute ago, right? That nobody, that character Jesus has not wrote. There's no book of Jesus, basically, right? It's everything technically is hearsay.
Of course.
Yeah, technically. And if you read it, you are second degree hearsay. So you are reading a hearsay comment. You're reading a witness statement.
I understand that the very earliest copies of anything to do with the Gospels or the Bible or the epistles or anything at all, the very, very earliest physical evidence of any of these writings are dated around 350 of the Common Era.
Yes.
So, if that's the case, if 350 years after the fact is the best that Christians can do, all I can say is they got nothing.
Hold on, but the sad part is that the newest, the oldest one is side by side, right? Yeah, we said that yesterday, right? Side by side, there was no writing. That's an old style of writing. Yeah, further back, you used to write in single pages, right? Roll it up and put it like that or whatever, right? Yeah. It was later to save paper, you put it sideways. So if the oldest is either side, that means it's a copy.
They're all copies, but the thing is, 350 years after it was written, after it was supposedly written originally, is the best they can come up with. A copy of 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 a copy, going all the way up to about 350 of the Common Era. Come on, they got nothing.
Of a copy of a fragment.
Exactly.
Of a fragment.
It's just,
right. Big fucking deal there, right? Because they made fucking full chapters of a scrap.
Yeah, Christians have been gaslit.
No, but the audacity behind it, by saying it, the mere fact is the word of God. Shut the fuck up. I mean, who the fuck you? I mean, if it's the case, prove it, but don't say this is equal to a fucking book.
Yeah.
Where do you? How do you put it together? That this is equal this, right? When this is the only thing you had in the antiquity, and this is a copy. Come on. So we don't know what's written before. This could have been easily made up.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then out of something that is made up, you construct over it, i.e. this, and then you make thousands and thousands of copies of this. It's we got complete copies. No, you got complete copies of the original. Bullshit, you got copies of the original. Right? And everything, all the conversation is based on that. Right?
It makes me wonder when the original was really written. If they've only got stuff from the earliest stuff they have is written in 350. When was the original written?
They
150? 200 years before?
They estimate it by the age of the characters, right? Because, for example, now I researched the Timothy business, right? This Timothy wrote the quote, women are not allowed to preach or to say anything about the religion. Straight up, right? Who this geezer was, who this person was.
I have absolutely no idea.
Well, I tell you, because I done the homework.
Okay.
Right? He was the Padawan of Paul. Padawan meaning the student. The Padawan is a Jedi shit, right? Is the pupil of Paul. None of those two characters met Jesus. None of them. So basically, you got Paul, the big man, right? Never knew fucking Jesus. Then he's get a student, right, that teaches everything, which is Timothy, right? And he fucks around all the different nations to preach the word as it's been taught by Paul. So it's basically his bitch, right? And he's pimping Timothy to go everywhere, right? Basically, that's the whole fucking shebang about Christianity. As far as I'm concerned, Paul is the originator. He doesn't trademark it, but he's the originator of Christianity, because he sets the rules, he sets the text, he spreads the word, or spreads his bitches to go around everywhere to spread the word. He controls the environment by saying letters to Ephesians, letters to here, letters to there. Basically, he's crowd controlling the event. Right?
Let me ask you a question, seeing as though you've done some research. Did Paul actually exist?
I don't know, but let's entertain that the individual existed.
No,
why?
Why?
Because I don't know. I cannot.
We cannot prove he existed. He doesn't exist.
Yeah, but we cannot prove that he didn't.
Yes, you can. If you can't prove he did, then he didn't. Simple. It's logical. If you can prove that X doesn't exist.
No, because in the same token, I can say I cannot prove that your parents existed or your grandfather.
No, you can't, but I can. It's just not the point.
Yeah, but you are Paul. You understand what I mean? Yeah.
No. You got to start off with a real person in order to bring in the parents. As far as as far as I'm convinced right now, is that the Paul character didn't exist.
Fine. Listen. That's even better because he probably wrote probably 80% of the New Testament.
But okay. So everything that Paul wrote, this alleged Paul, the earliest manuscripts we have are from 350 AD.
Right, which is a copy of what allegedly Paul wrote.
So exactly. So the actual existence of Paul, just like the actual existence of Jesus, is unverified.
Right, but to make people more invisible or non-existent, then it's less. It's more impossible to say that the Bible never existed, because somebody in the future has to write about the past, about the history of the Bible.
Look,
Council of Nicaea, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Look. Council of Nicaea. Okay, listen. The Council of Nicaea was 25 years before 350. 325. Now, whatever documents were present at the Council of Nicaea seem to have
chosen.
Yeah, whatever. But where are they? Where are the ones that were thrown out? Where are the ones that were kept? So we can go in today's modern era, we can go and have a look at what was kept, what was thrown out, and what the whole deal was. But there doesn't seem to be any records whatsoever, considering that 350 of the Common Era is when the earliest writings can be traced to.
Yeah, the agreements of the writing. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% sure. I can stand corrected, but that's when it was amalgamated and agreed upon what books. And then I think the Greeks are the ones who made the actual New Testament as a whole. Right? The Nicene people chose the books, right? Yeah, but the Greeks wrote it, right? So it starts from them at the end of the day. Their scribes are the ones who are the real authors of the New Testament, or the compilation of the New Testament, right?
Well, the way I understand it is that at the Council of Nicaea, there were many different viewpoints of Christianity presented. Okay.
Sure.
Many. So the one that was chosen was the orthodoxy that we have today. All the other writings of all the other Christianities weren't copied anymore because they were thrown out. There was no need to copy them because they were irrelevant. So there's no
Yeah.
record of those. Those that are copied, the best we've got are copies after the Council of Nicaea.
Is basically the winner's copy.
The
Right?
winner's copy,
The
exactly.
winner's copy.
Exactly.
That's what
That's
it is. It's not-
that's how
it's
they
not the-
figured out. That's what
Yeah.
Matt Slick is talking about. That's how he
Right.
gets his information about God said and God did and God
Right,
wants.
right. Of course.
What a
I'm
fucking
probably-
idiot, Matt
No,
Slick.
but hold on. He doesn't even get it from the Greek side of it. He gets it from the fucking King James version. That's even fucking
There you
worse.
go. Even worse.
Right. So he's not reading it from the Greek.
These
Right?
these
He's
guys
not
are.
saying it. Yeah, he's got the apartment from any apartment complex. You know, those fucking Bibles.
Yeah.
I mean, the Americans
Oh.
had to make their own fucking Bible, even for the black people, right? They said, "Fuck this, get most of the fucking Deuteronomy ones, which are talking about the fucking slaves, yeah, and they call it the Black Bible."
Yeah.
That's how low we as a human species can get, yeah, to dominate another individual, you know what I mean, or a bunch of people, right? We had to change history or change to our version of history, right, and say, yeah, this is the real one, which is
Well,
basically what it is.
well, I go through life understanding that Moses was a myth. We've already covered that Moses was a myth. We actually proved that Moses was a myth. If you remember when we did those shows about Moses, right?
Yes. That's quite
All right.
wicked.
So we've proved that Moses was a myth, and there was no argument about it. We have just as much evidence for Paul and Jesus as we have for Moses. Yet, for some reason or other, we accept, for argument's sake or whatever, that Jesus and Paul were actual historical figures when we've actually logically concluded that they were not. That they were just mythical.
But you know what? I look at that. Fine. I look at that as a domino pieces, right? You know, when you stack one on top of each other to fall and make a fucking
Yeah.
root or whatever, right? Okay, so you put the dominoes from creation to Noah, Abraham, Moses, and all that bollocks things, right? And you label it, you tag it, right? If you knock down the Moses one, then there is no Testament. Sorry, no Ten Commandments, right? So there's no burning, making effigies about making statues about idols. You know, the old cow, golden cow, and anything like that. So there's none of that. So if it's none of that, then there's no King David. There's no King Solomon. There's no, you know what I mean? The history breaks apart if you sledgehammer one part of it, and if the further back you go, the better, right? Because if you get rid of Noah's Ark, right, then there's no first humans after Noah. For example, if you go further back and you knock down the fucking Adam and Eve history, yeah, better. If you go further back and knock the 6 days of creation, even fucking better, right? Because the rest of them will become irrelevant. It just it's the domino effect. Right? How can you if we can well, we have debunk it, but here, if for entertainment purposes, if we debunk now creation, right, Tom Rabbitt's conversation with Matt Slick is irrelevant.
Of course.
Simple, right? And
all of these conversations,
except our conversation. Obviously, that's the important one.
all of the conversations all over the world and on YouTube about Jesus this and Jesus that and Christianity, blah, 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 is all based on nonsense. It's all fake. It's all made up. Christians are being gaslit all the way to the tithing booth. because it's all about giving money to Christianity.
Yeah, and preachers that love kids. But anyway, let's not get there.
Let's carry on.
Yeah, let's carry on.
Okay.
Let's be educated by those two characters.
Right.
That was deep.
All right.
Tells us that we're made in physical
Oh
bodies.
shit.
Therefore, the worldview that you're offering as a possibility in the Christian worldview cannot be the Christian worldview. This is the problem that you're having. I keep showing you this. You keep going back to this.
Yeah, because I
It's a
concede
mistake
that
on
we
your
are
part.
made in physical bodies. And your brain could have been taken out of that made physical body.
You see? That's murder. Yes, that's fuck up. But it's not the case because he's talking to you, right? And he's not he's not a brain in a vat. It's not that you're gonna go to a fucking hangar and see all these fucking medics and scientists or whatever with Matt Slick's brain. You know that he's talking to you, so it's not the case. So your argument, Tom Rabbitt, doesn't hold.
And I will say that I saw this conversation is on a timer now, because I heard you reference the first inklings of an attempt to nuke the conversation from orbit, saying that I can't account for logic or something like that. But surely that wasn't. What's funny is that was prompted by you asserting that I was committing an external critique. However, logic is also there under the Christian worldview also.
No, this is not committing an external critique. Tom Rabbitt, you were just asking a fucking question. Okay, that's more meta on your side of it. It's more bullshit, right? You piling the bullshit up, right? No, it's not that. You just ask a fucking question, right? Don't overcomplicate it. I know that you're specialist on complicating the issue, right? AKA wood on the fire, right? You want to keep it light, right? But no, it's not internal or external. It's a fucking question. Yeah? You didn't like he answered it, you don't like it. Grow up.
So that would be an internal critique. So
No, look.
See, both of them are being argumentative now, both bitching about the same subject. Yeah, nobody well, let's carry on. Otherwise I won't fucking I will last 2 fucking hours on this fucking thing. I'm actually bored, to be quite honest. Yeah? Or I'm disappointed about this character, Tom Rabbitt. Seriously. But I had to say something. I will say it to a fucking theist or an atheist. In this case, it's the time of Tom Rabbitt. I'm calling him, right, a dishonest person by trying to beat down a fucking question like a daft dog. Sorry, it is what it is. Right? I'm not abusing I'm not saying nothing about his character per se, that he's an asshole here, an asshole there. In this instance, he's been a dick, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The Bible tells us that God creates the soul and moves us in for.
The Bible tells us.
Bible tells us. There we go.
In a fictitious book. That's like saying Frodo said something about the fucking ring. Right? The Bible says. The Lord of the Rings says. Right? Yeah, fucking empty argument. Assertions.
Sorry, what?
Circular argument.
Of course. The Bible says.
Basically, it's 2 things: begging the question and circular argument, or vicious circle. Choose your enemy, or choose your
poison.
Yeah, choose your poison. Correct. Doesn't matter. Yeah, either way, you're poisoning the world, right? By saying this water is fresh. It's, it's stupid.
Yeah,
absolutely fucking stupid.
I agree.
Vacuous. Was it vacuous? Yeah, vacuous.
Vacuous
assertions.
Us in the womb.
Fair enough.
In the physical body is how we're born. That's what the Bible teaches. And
it doesn't teach shit. You read what it says. It's not a teaching thing.
Saying it's not the case is a logical possibility. It cannot be, since the Bible says it's that we're in physical bodies. So that means that we cannot be physical brains in vats. Okay, there you go. That's it.
Yeah, I've
answered you. I've shown you. That's how it is.
You said that we're born into physical bodies.
Look bad.
You said that their souls put into physical bodies.
He
Check,
doesn't.
check,
He
check.
doesn't.
Agree
He
with all
doesn't
that.
want to. He cannot
then-
handle losing. He cannot handle losing the question.
Who's that?
Right? Tom Rabbitt.
Yeah.
He's beating the fucking bush to make him change his point of view, which was opposite 8 times. So basically, he answered 8 times the way Tom Rabbitt doesn't want to answer. For example, yes or no, right? Matt Slick said, no, we are not based on the right, according to the Christianity, whatever, right? Tom Rabbitt is saying, yeah, but it's making him change the statement. If, as I said, if you do that, you are making him a liar because he changed his mind, right? And it carries consequences, right? It's saying basically, it's trying to put God inside of the matrix, basically, right? And make it unreal. Oh, so if it's in the matrix, that means it's in your mind.
Correct.
Basically, right?
Correct, yeah.
But he's not winning because Matt is having none of it. Actually, Matt is not intelligent. He's the wiser of the two, right? He's an old dog, right? He's been around.
Well, he's probably better at deflecting and dodging.
Sure. That I concur as well. Yeah, for sure. That's the wiser part. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's that exactly.
No, yeah, that's it. Without a shadow of a doubt. Yeah. Hold on. What do you mean agree? Don't fucking agree on something that it doesn't, or it hasn't not been proven that check, a fucking soul comes into a body. What the fuck are you talking, Tom Rabbitt? Don't fucking check bullshit and then ask bullshit to Matt Slick. He gives you a bullshit answer. Are you not taking the bullshit? What the fuck are you talking about? You asking bullshit and you want diarrhea? What you want? What game are you fucking playing? You're being absolutely fucking dishonest, in my opinion.
Your brain is put into a vat.
See? Okay, Daft Dawkins. Or Daft Rabbit, I'm going to call you. Yeah? Daft Rabbit. Or Tom Dawkins. Tom Dawkins.
There's no contradiction there, Mr. Slick.
Okay. So then, when God tells us that the human being who dies in his
One
body,
fucking question.
it's really the case that he give you a brain in a vat against what Scripture says. Look, if you're going to argue like this, you need to at least study what our position is. I've offered to teach atheists what we actually teach, so that they don't make bad arguments like this.
The brain is a part of the body. The brain is the body, Mr. Slick.
Oh, no, the brain is not the body. You said exactly. The first part, said two fucking things. The brain is part of the body. He said 2 things. The brain is part of the body. This is Tom Rabbitt. And the brain is the body. Right? First of all, by the rules, 2 things cannot be the same at the same time. Right? But if we break it down, one of them has to be correct. In this case, the brain is part of the body, or the brain is the body. The brain is not the fucking body.
Of course not.
Right. Okay, I agree. Right? But him saying those 2 things, he carries on with that theme throughout the next 10 or 15 minutes. This bullshit about the body and the brain issue being the same fucking thing.
Well, let's analogize it. Okay, so the body, we'll say, is the universe. And the parts of the body are the galaxies. The galaxies.
Yes.
Okay.
The galaxy and the subcomponents. Yeah, sure.
Right. So whatever happens in the body, it's still part of the body. If a galaxy leaves the universe, which is, of course, impossible, but if it does, let's say, a galaxy leaves the universe, the galaxy is not the universe, because the universe is still there. Being a universe without the galaxy that left, and in the human analogy is if a person loses an arm from the elbow down, The arm's gone. The body's still there.
To rephrase it correctly, it will be the body has got one less, was got one part missing, or a part missing of the whole, of the normal whole.
A partless body?
No, a part of the body.
Yeah, but the body, if the body's not whole, then it is, what's a one word for less than whole?
No. When you say the universe, right? You're talking about that's the whole, right? The human body is the whole, right? As prescribed.
Okay, can you make one? Let's make one. Okay, well, let's call it the living human body, because you can take an arm off a body and it still lives. If you take a brain out of a body, the body's dead.
No, so, if you take the arm off, no, if you amputate it, it goes to the fucking bin.
Right, but the body's still alive.
For sure.
But if you take a brain out of a body, right, the body's dead.
Yeah, so is the brain.
Well, if you take a heart out of a body, okay, the body's dead.
And
body's dead.
And the brain.
Well, the brain's part of the body. It's
sure.
So that when we talk to the body, we talk about everything that's within the body.
Yeah, the package. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the organs, the
whole thing.
The nervous system, everything.
Yeah, the body is the sum of the parts. Yes.
The body is the universe.
Whatever. It's a total.
When I learned math they try to teach us sets. That's how they.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So there was the universal set.
Yes.
Which is the body.
Yeah.
Okay, and then within the universal set are all the subsets.
Sure, it's the same thing. Same thing. It's the sum of the sets of the human parts.
Correct.
Right. The nails is part of the sets of the finger. The fingers are the sets of the hand. Right.
The problem becomes when you take it down to the atomic level, there's no difference.
Oh well, that's not here nor there. Just sure, but they don't go even that fucking far. They don't even go as close to be the blood. So that's not the problem. The problem is confusing. Tom is trying to confuse the problem by saying in different occasions that the brain is the body, right? But also says that the brain is a part of the body. So he's actually trying to confuse the situation for the purposes of being not argumentative, but to muddle the water.
Do you think Tom Rabbitt has narcissistic tendencies?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it is. I think he's okay. Straight out, I think he does it for business, right? This is a business for him, right? And when you don't have much product on your business, you're trying to push the bullshit that you have, the what we call the bones, the bad material, right?
So okay.
In this case will be oh, the vat in a brain, right? Because now he cannot argue with the clubhouse because he has drained the pool, right?
Yeah,
now
I noticed about Tom Rabbitt. He was riding the Darth Dawkins wave for a very long time, coming up with incredible amounts of content. He doesn't have that anymore.
No.
Because Darth Dawkins is kind of the most. He's burnt out. He's become irrelevant.
Right.
Other younger people are picking up his script, and are more interesting because you remember
that Tom Rabbitt, he's already got a pool, a bunch of videos, okay, stuck on his YouTube channel. That's fine. Right. But instead of making more, he can actually what he needs is to attract more people, more gullible atheists, shall we call it, right? And Clubhouse is a good place, right? Because you just need a couple of your minions, right, to spark silly arguments, right? And that's basically what's happening here in the Clubhouse, right? He's creating. He's putting the fucking wood on the fire. That's my best analogy that I can get, right?
So he's creating content. He's performing
Yes. Yeah, it's creative performance.
performance. Yeah.
No content per se, but performance.
Right.
Yeah. That would be more probably correct. Yeah. By what means? Doesn't matter,
Doesn't matter.
right? Doesn't matter, right? People will buy it. People will not buy it, right? He's not. He's not a Ken Hovind that's selling fucking DVDs.
Well, he is. He is.
It,
He's just
uh,
said he's a business.
yes, it is a business because YouTube pays him for people watching his stuff, which is fine, right? For example, he goes to the last. You remember the last time, which I actually touched it, but I don't want to touch it now. Fuck it, I touch it. Is the last the last time he went to praise the channel?
Yeah.
Yeah, he led praise to say that Daft Dawkins was an asshole.
Oh, I remember that. That was beautiful.
Sorry, no, Daft Dawkins. Yeah, correct. Well, he does exactly the same thing here.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly the same thing in a subtle way about Matt Slick, right? The way he talks in his mellow way. Oh, what do you think? You think he did? You think basically leading, right? And in law, that's illegal, right? In law, the lawyer, the outside can say, objection, Your Honor, leading the witness.
Leading the witness, yeah,
right? And that it would be stopped,
right?
But nobody is stopping when he's 1-to-1. If I would have been there, I would say, stop leading leading praise I am, right?
Yeah.
But I think it's a not mutual agreement, a mutual understanding that the more bullshit you put, it affects both of them, right?
Okay.
It's transit going in and out. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, praise. Tom Roy was in my channel. Oh, Tom Roy was in my praise. Praise was in Tom's channel. Well, whatever. You know what I mean? Going back and forward, right? So everybody gets satisfied, right? It's like two gun dealers doing business in different places. You know what I mean? And yeah. We okay. Whilst we exchange our shit from one place to the other, we all good. Yeah. So yeah, but if I step in the middle and call the bullshit out on both of them, right? That's not pretty. That's not nice. Imagine me being the cop of two bullshit things happening. Yeah. For both of them, I'm a bad person. Right. In both point of view. Right. I'm saying, listen, you do this, so you're doing this bad and you're doing this bad.
Okay.
And those two, trust me, they're gonna say to me one way or the other, oh, he's just a policeman, or he's just this, just that. Right. I'm still not wrong. Yeah, I bet they're not going to say to me, "Oh, you are wrong because X, Y, Z." Right? Because I cannot be wrong. Because
you could be wrong because you have an accent. You could be wrong.
True.
You could be wrong.
True.
Because
I'm too old.
You're too old. A million reasons.
Yes. Yeah.
But neither of them are correct.
Oh, for sure.
So, and this is the thing that, the word gaslight, I've used it a couple of times. I think, I'm starting to think that the whole of Christianity is gaslighting people into believing it, even though you know it's not true. But because everybody else believes it, you doubt yourself.
Is a product that you can move, to suit your goal. You could do this as a preacher, you could do this as a YouTuber, right? It is a good product to move because people like these type of things. Okay, we're not talking about, for example, the New World Order or Satanisms or some shit like that. You know what I mean, right? This type of religion, especially Christianity, right?
Yeah.
It is a good topic to talk about, right? And the people behind it, right? It is a good engine and it's well lubricated, and the lubrication is the bullshit, right? It's what makes it work, right? And as long as you have two people disagreeing about the same subject that is got entertainment value, it will last for fucking years, right? Regardless if it's right, if it's true or not. It doesn't matter if somebody's right or not either. If it's true or not, irrelevant. Yeah? Does it entertain us? Yes, bring it on.
Well, I'm noticing something. Um, and I'm right across the board. Maybe, no, let's just say I'm noticing something in the atheist YouTube community.
Yeah.
Repetition.
Yeah.
The same subject over and over and over again with the same experts over and over and over again talking on different atheist channels.
Yeah.
Right now, like for example, the one I actually love Derek Lambert and his Myth Vision podcast channel on YouTube. Myth Vision. Everybody should just go and check him out and subscribe. He's a mythicist, but instead of solving the problem, Jesus is a myth, end of story. This guy's gone on for years and years and years interviewing atheist PhDs in specifically, the New Testament, and these atheist PhDs who have PhDs in the New Testament also are, because they're PhDs, they've learned Greek, Latin. Like these guys are serious experts at looking and translating and understanding the very earliest works that exist.
Yeah, scholars. Yeah.
And
sorry, historians.
Historians. And it's becoming kind of there's a snowball effect of Jesus doesn't exist. Jesus is a myth. The Tang channel, Oz.
Yes, I've seen that. Yeah.
Ozzy, yeah, he's got a website, jesusisamyth.com, and it's becoming increasingly, it's gaining steam. The Jesus is a myth, the mythicist, the actual history behind Jesus is missing.
Don't you find it weird?
What?
Right, that if we say that something is a myth, and you got the power to show up, you're the main man, the actual claim of the myth, right? For example, Jesus. Just start with that. No, not Daddy Jesus, Jesus, right? So we're saying Jesus is a myth, and we stick our guns to it. Why the fuck Jesus would not come and say, listen, my you two pieces of fucking shit, yeah, I'm the real deal. Look, a couple of fucking people that are dead or they got no limbs, there you are. See you later. Yeah, I got business to do somewhere else.
I like Pine Creek Doug's his criterion for believing in a God or Jesus, whatever. He says, I'm going to take a paper towel and I'm going to dip it in water. It'll be absolutely soaking wet. And I want Jesus or God to light it on fire. If you could do that, then I'll believe. Because that would be like a miracle, which would be anti-physics.
I did a video, not in this channel. I got another one. I don't know if I showed it to you before, right? Where in 2007, Veckel challenged me. At that time, even now I'm nobody, but at that time I was talking to Nadia. I was talking to Nadia, and this idiot come and start talking about religion, this and that. I go, listen, just prove you're fucking God. Said, oh, no. Why don't you prove? What would it take for you to believe that is a God? Oh,
that's exactly how he works. Yeah.
Yeah. No worries. You challenging me on what proof? No problem. So I made a small video of me with a fucking shitty webcam, right? And I said, okay, Verko, if you're God, I choose a person that is worldwide renowned.
Okay.
Yeah, and I chose a lieutenant colonel of the in the United States, where his two legs were blown out, literally. Right, he's got two fucking rods as a
Okay.
leg.
Stumps.
Right. Yes. Right. Orthopedic ones. Right. Whatever. Athletic type of thing. Right.
But he's got stumps that they fit
Yes.
onto.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he is in one of the new films that is about the battleship. Right. He's the guy that went up the hill for the aliens and shit like that. Right. Big fucking black guy. Right. He's a lieutenant colonel or something. Right. So I said, okay, let's I'm giving a challenge to God. Right. I say, listen, everybody, lieutenant, blah, 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 blah. Right. Okay. He's well known. Right. So if he, and I say sarcastically, I give your God 7 days. Right. So he created 7 days, the fucking world. I give him 7 days to grow both limbs. Right. Both limbs. Right. Lower extremity limbs. Right. Grow his legs. And I don't need to know it. It will be worldwide news. Right. That from day to night, he said, fuck me, I got my new legs. So it doesn't matter. Like a salamander with a new tail. Right. New is new. Fine. Two good legs. Right. I will believe it. Yeah. I would not trust it, but I would still believe that that's the case.
Well, you know what? I will. This is my global my global declaration of how I would believe in God. The whole world wakes up tomorrow morning, and instead of reaching for their glasses, their spectacles to put on so they can see, they open their eyes and they have perfect vision. Everybody who wears spectacles gets perfect vision at the same time.
See, same shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something global.
Then fucking for sure. Hey, damn it, that's good enough for me to believe in a higher power at least. Okay. What do you think? Oh, there was another thing I was going to say. If God, sitting so far away outside of the universe, has such good vision that he can see directly, each and every single one person, he can see, he can even enter that very same person and understand what's going on and make a judgment. If that God's eyesight is so fucking good, how did we as human beings evolve to need? I mean, I can't think of. There's very few people who don't need corrective lenses, and that's some kind of an evolutionary thing. But that is an anti-God thing. It doesn't. If we were made in the image of God, we should all have perfect eyesight. And I want it to happen, God. Okay? Here's my challenge to you, God.
Right. Let me respond to Cloud. Right.
All right.
Cloud saying, but it's on the texture. Believing is one thing, but what will it take to get you to worship a God or worship God? Well, first of all, what God? Second is, one thing is believing. And I did actually said that about the two legs, right? One thing is believing that is the case, and the other thing is worship a fucking criminal that it kills the whole fucking planet minus 8 people. That's not worthy.
Well, what does it mean by worship?
It doesn't matter. Worship is devout. It's like ass licking. Yeah, it's like
my thing is that if everybody at one time in the whole world gets perfect vision from God, or wakes up with perfect vision,
yeah,
then I will believe in a higher power.
Sure, but he's saying he's not saying about the believing.
I don't know
He's
about
saying
this worshipping because it's how
that's
do
what I'm
you?
saying.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense to worship.
Worship is me uh, uh, idolizing you for your doings, for your powerful doings, because you are the
That
only.
doesn't make sense because if God is, then there's nothing to worship because it is. I mean, it never wasn't. So why worship it? It just doesn't
It's
make
like,
sense.
well, it's like worship. It's like a minion worshiping a bully. It's like the minions of Dark They worship him, right? They adore him, right?
It's like worshiping the law of acceleration or something. It doesn't make sense.
Well, fine, but it makes sense to the people who worship. That's the whole fucking point. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to me to actually work. Okay, you can. I would not follow a killer or serial killer, right? I would not worship. I go, yeah, he's the main person. He's fuck it. What's the correct definition? No definition. What is the um what
What?
worship? Worship.
Worship is a different
Yeah,
ask.
it's reverence and adoration. Adoration, which is yeah, yeah.
Clout. I believe in Trump, but fuck that guy. That's funny. That's a point well made, Clout.
What's that? I'm just trying to point out that God existing is all well and good, but worship is a different ask. I believe Trump, but yeah, no, fuck that. Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Exactly.
well, that's the whole point that I was saying earlier, right? If you demonstrate to me that you're powerful, I give you your powerness, your power. I accept your power,
Yeah, because you can't
right? But
demonstrate it to me. I'm not interested in that. Because magicians are everywhere. Demonstrate it to the planet.
no. Okay, hold on. Yeah, if you accept it, we are beyond the acceptance. That's the whole fucking point, right? We have to reach a point that we are agreeing on what the characteristics of something as being the case, right? If you say to me that you are Jewish Canadian, I take it. Do you understand what I mean? I'm not going to argue if that's the case. Do you see what I mean? Right?
No,
Because it would be
I
it would
don't.
be
No, I don't see what you mean.
right. A claim of believing something, doing something, is not the same as adoring that person. Yeah, but
Of
then you
course.
mentioned,
Look,
yeah, but a magician is nothing to do with that. You are saying that what he does is not the case. You know what I
no,
mean?
no, 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 no. I'm saying that if someone were to convince me personally
Right.
that God exists,
Yeah.
then I'm just being, I'm just being a part of a magic trick, and I'm a sucker.
Well, no, because if somebody's convinced you, that means you
But
either you.
but he's convinced me. But the fact that he's convinced me doesn't mean that it's true universally. Okay, so it has to be universal. Can't just be
that-
for me. It can't just
That's
be
fine.
Veckel
No,
trying to convince you that God exists. And then you say, oh yeah, maybe you got a point, and then it actually God exists because Veckel's just selling you a bill of goods.
right. No. I the challenge was to put a challenge across to the old man, and the old man, if it exists, he failed, or he's actually unwilling, which is both of them not even close to be worthy of worshiping. Somebody that hides behind the fucking curtain, right? Not willing and allowing shit to happen, right? That's way down the bar of acceptance. Worship, it doesn't even get close to it, right?
Well, okay. Let me go back to my example because I want to make this clear. Every single person in the world, at the same time, is given 20/20 vision. Spectacles are a thing of the past. We can all throw them away, or just special circumstances might need them. But everybody has 20/20 vision because why not? You hear good, you smell good, you can taste everything. I mean, everything else works just evolutionary like it should. The eyes, for some reason, are fucked up. They're badly designed. They have a blind spot. The brain has to convert what it sees upside down so that you can. It's a big fuck up, the eye. And if that fuck up was corrected by the higher power who has control over all this, for every single person on the planet at the same time, number one,
yes,
we'd all say, yes, there is something else out there. Okay, we all understand that there is. And number two, I think that very quickly we'll forget how we were when we didn't have perfect vision. How, there were people actually making a living testing your eyes and selling you things for your eyes. It'll be a couple of generations, and all of a sudden it'll be like, you won't believe what my grandparents had to go through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Yeah. So
bottom line is, even if he does something now, he's got zero justification because the fuck up that he done in the past is fucking far worse.
And all it could prove to me, nothing about the past. Fuck, the past is all written by man. But all it could prove to me, if that happens, if everybody gets perfect vision, 20/20 vision, all it would prove to me is that, two things. Number one, that this higher power exists. And number two, that the higher power exists for good.
No, he can be a dickhead.
It can be, but he's not a total dickhead. He loves us because we're people. So this higher power, which is not a male or a female, it's just a higher power.
Or he loves to play with us.
We'll have to call it they. They love to play with us. But I don't think that it's obviously very hypothetical, my example, because it'll never happen. It can't happen. God can't exist. And also, even if it were to happen, I can't get out of my head the facts and the length of time it took for the Holocaust to start and complete, and the immense barbarity that ensued.
That's bullshit. Yeah.
So
that's what I said to you before, and you said that's the past. But what I'm saying is precisely what I said. Yeah, you mentioned the Holocaust. I mentioned the whole thing behind that. Yeah, Holocaust, as drastic as it was, right, killing the whole planet, right, is worse, right. So it's just a different scale of murder. One he did it, and the other one he allowed it. It doesn't matter how you fucking shake it; it's still a fucking dick, right? So that's what I'm saying. I don't think it exists, but if the character exists, which I don't say that it doesn't, I got zero respect for that alleged power individual.
Okay.
Right, alleged. I mean, don't come into my fucking crosshairs. Yeah, but no, it is actually sick. It is actually sick that people nowadays, with the history of the Old Testament, you can still find some sort of acceptance of the deeds that have been done in the past. Yeah, I cannot wrap that one up. Yeah.
What I can't wrap up is the fact that when you and me and Pio, we showed that Moses is a myth. And I can't understand how come, because everything that follows from Moses, if Moses is a myth, then everything that follows from Moses biblically is a myth as well.
No Testament. No 10 Commandments.
So everything that follows from Moses being a myth has to end up in Jesus being a myth.
Right.
Why?
Well, the whole thing.
So why do they argue about Jesus being a myth when, if Moses is a myth, which he is, then Jesus is a myth as well? Why don't we go back to the Moses thing and wrap it up with a big bow on top and throw religion away because Moses is a myth? I mean, that is the core of the Abrahamic religions. If Moses doesn't exist, then nothing happens. What do you think?
Yeah, it's one part of the journey that you
But
cut
what?
into.
But I think it's huge. I think it's like a one-piece jigsaw puzzle.
The flood is more more fictional and easy to prove than a character, right? Because we don't have the water to fill up to the size of the
Hold
to the
on.
height of
Was
the Everest.
was Moses after the flood?
Sorry?
Was Moses?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Well,
It
then
was-
it doesn't matter about the flood. Prove Moses.
It was after. Sorry, it was.
Of course, it was after.
Noah is younger. Sorry, older tradition.
Obviously,
Right, obviously.
because if
Yeah.
there was a flood afterwards, the story wouldn't make sense. Okay, so
Right.
Moses emerges out of the folklore of
Noah.
Egypt. Out of Egypt.
Yes, for sure.
Moses is actually an Egyptian name. Did you know that?
No.
It means the son of. Usually it would be sort of like Ramses, where Ramses, where
Moses there.
Ramses is the son of. Ramses means the name is Ram, and Ra and Mzes is son of. So Ramses is son of Ra.
I don't know. You lost me. It's fine.
Ramses means son of Ra because Moses. Okay, Ramses. If you take a Mzes and you add in the vowels, Moses. So if instead of Ramses, you could say Ram Moses. Okay.
Right.
So Moses just means son of, in Egyptian or whatever the language was at the time, ancient Egyptian. So that's where the name Moses comes from. It's not even a Jewish name; it's just an Egyptian name. So from that point on, if we show, just you and I show the whole world that the whole story of Moses is a myth. And if you guys out there watching it share this video at this point with the challenge to prove that Moses actually existed, I think that would make more sense. You know, Moses is a myth, prove me wrong. That's
Yeah,
what
but
the
you know what?
challenge should be. What?
True, but we are in dangerous ground there, because you're going to be fucked up if somebody proves that a character named Moses existed. That's dangerous. That's like saying
I'm not. But the character. Listen, the Bible has the character. The Bible has everything. If that character does not exist,
I agree.
leading the Jews out of Egypt, out of slavery, where there's no record that they were ever there enslaved, that type of thing.
Yeah, there were no Exodus.
Yeah. So whatever you trying to bring up it's irrelevant. A character named Moses, if you can prove it, doesn't show that he led the Jews out of Egypt. More than likely, you'll find that son of Moses is a slave name. So there'd be thousands of slaves named Moses.
Listen, the mere fact that they take them for the longest part yeah, if Moses were able to part the seas, right, and is not able to go from across the trade route, yeah, the quicker way, right, that's fucking lame. That tells me that that God is either incompetent or willfully to cause harm. Yeah,
We showed through Egyptian history, Egyptian historical records, that by the when Moses was supposed to have actually existed, we showed that the Egyptian dynasty was at its height during those few hundred years of biblical, whenever it was, sort of 1300 or something BC, whereas Egyptian history goes back to maybe 6000 BC. Okay, but in that time period of 1300 BC,
undocumented.
no, it's totally documented,
Yes,
100% documented,
yes, yes, yeah, yeah,
that Egypt was strong.
yes.
Egypt actually governed the area of Canaan that Moses apparent was supposed to have escaped to. What's the point of escaping from Egypt to Canaan when Egypt owns Canaan? It doesn't make sense. So that's the history. Moses, the story of Moses is mythical, absolutely 100%. We just need to get people to, instead of just accepting that Moses is a myth, delving deep. Or maybe we should present the details. I mean, I got a video on my channel about it. We went into the Egyptology of it. I think we went about 2 or 3 sessions. So if we can show that Moses is a myth, if the atheists would pick that up as the place to start when talking to religious people or theists, then I think we could progress our education of the world to be, rational, to think reasonably, critically. We could do it much quicker. We could reduce American Protestantism by, well, we could wipe it out, really.
How do you know? How do you know you're not in a brain?
Well, because the process of getting a brain into a vat and keeping it alive.
Or matrix, like Tom Rabbitt said.
Well,
That's
because,
basically
okay, well, I got to assume that, well, let me ask you a question. Was I born into the Matrix?
you were not born by that directly. You were introduced to the matrix. Yeah,
When?
I reckon you were born outside, right? And you probably kept
All
alive
right.
on
Okay, so
on a dentist chair with fucking electrodes. You don't need to
I,
cut your fucking brain.
all right, all right. So there's a process there. You just don't go born in dentist chair, right?
Correct. You have to live first. Yeah, sure.
So the brain in a vat does it really mean brain actually transferred into a vat, or is it just a way to say electrodes are stuck into your head?
That's a good point. That's a good point. A good way of putting it. The thing is, we got yes. I think is the dentist chair approach,
So when
right?
when Matt
And then
Dillahunty and everybody who speaks about brain in a vat, Matt Slick, or what's that other guy's
well,
name that you were talking
Tom Rabbit.
about?
Well, Tom Rabbit.
Tom Rabbit, yeah. When he said
Yeah.
brain in a vat, is he referring to an actual? Because I am a brain taken out of the skull and placed into a vat and connected somehow.
Right, but you technically don't need to do that. Sorry, not technically. I stand corrected because I don't have the technology or anything like that. What I'm saying is, it won't be necessary to take a brain out of a human body to stimulate something. You already can stimulate the brain by doing things, right? So at the end of the day, you just lay somebody on a dentist chair, put the guy bald or whatever, and start sticking fucking probes into the brain, or outside. It could be even fucking outside.
Well, that changes the whole argument. That changes the whole.
Indeed. Yeah, because it's made up. It's made up.
Well, no, because when I think of brain in a vat, I think of there's a procedure to remove, remove the cranium, and a procedure to move the brain from inside the skull to this vat, which is to me is like a beer barrel, a whiskey barrel, right? You put the brain in there, and then somehow you got to connect it up to something. That to me is what they were talking. That's how I have always imagined it.
Let's entertain that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but let's say for everybody, for entertainment purposes only.
All right.
Right. Even if we entertain that, I would see that as a means of maintaining the brain alive, because that's the one that's the part of the body that holds the information, the essence of what you are. Is the hard drive of your body, right? Okay. So if you can keep that alive, right, there is a possibility if the body is fucked up. Let's say you were in an accident and your whole fucking body was run over by a truck 10 times, right? Yeah, a semi truck, right? Bum 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 bum. You are fucking worse than well, that's about it. You fucked up. Right, so this is a medical procedure whereby we can take the brain and put it in a vat, in suspended animation, or in a dream state. Take your fucking pick, right? We can put him with the Simpsons, right? Doesn't matter. Yeah, any scenario where that brain is alive and constituted correctly, i.e., is functioning, is thinking basically, right? And the brain is put in a character like if you are dreaming. Imagine you are dreaming that you are in a safe place, right? Yeah. And waiting to be rescued, right? There's been films portraying that type of event, right? The good guy inside somebody's brain say, listen, you're going to be attacked, you wake up, blah, 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 right? So we already know of that concept. It's just that we don't have that technology. Right, so either Tom Rabbitt is saying that is the case, which is not a brain in a vat, is simply the human brain actively.
I've got. I don't understand. Now I'm fucking confused because a brain in a vat does not. It doesn't. I don't get an image of a guy in a dentist chair with electrodes on his head from the phrase "a brain in a vat." Never have until today. Until you suggested.
Because the brain in a vat is the equivalent of a mediocre setup. It's the pure basics, right? It's like batteries with
I understand. I got it, but it's more complex because putting a brain in a vat means keeping it alive, means connecting it to things that the brain responds to. To me, it's like a nonsensical, absolutely, totally impossible, stupid thing to say.
Right, but that's if you want to imagine that could be the case, right? Because we can keep organs for a couple of, for a certain times, especially for transport purposes, we cool it down, right? And we can transport organs and in a safe manner, so we can keep them alive.
A brain can't work.
Jesus Christ! It's not about the brain. Forget about the fucking brain. I'm talking about the organ that you're able to sustain it.
Right? Why are you talking about? Why do we go from brain in a vat to organs?
Because you're saying that the organ, the brain, that organ, you cannot fathom that being on a glass of jar full of water.
No. We're on different levels here because I'm down here where the brain is taken out of the skull, transferred into a vat, hooked up to something that can alter your consciousness. And you're up here where you're in a dentist chair with electrodes in your skull. And it's not the same thing.
Right. Okay. Fuck it.
The information.
That's why I said to you.
The information.
I said
The
That's why I said,
information. Hold
yeah,
on.
but that's why I
Hold on a
said
second.
if you run
Hold on.
over,
Hold on. The information that you put in and get out might be the same. But to me, it's impossible to put a brain in a vat. For you, it's possible to put a person in a dentist chair and attach electrodes. So
yeah, but you're committing a fallacy, argument from ignorance. Not because you don't know it, that doesn't mean it's not possible. Do you understand? You are in dangerous ground, right? I don't know how to fly an aircraft. It doesn't mean that it cannot be done. Do you see what I'm saying? Right? So either we imagine that we can transplant an organ. That's what I said to you about transplant. If you say to me that I'm up here because I'm in a dentist chair, I said I took the dentist chair out of the equation by saying that somebody was run over, so the body's not there in the equation, right? So we cut the head off, like a coconut, and take the fucking thing off and put it in your liquid, in your environment, in the one you are saying.
Right.
It doesn't fucking matter. We plug it in. We keep the information alive. The idea is to keep the brain. I'm not saying that happens.
Right.
What I'm saying is I can understand if they can achieve that. What I'm saying,
right? But
which is the concept of brain on a vat.
And in either case, both cases,
yeah,
there's somebody else kind of responsible for making it happen and not fucking it up.
Keeping it alive. Yeah, that's the.
Yes.
You know what? For example, hold on. I tell you something. My wife was helping nurses. It's the next lower down from a nurse, right? The ones who does the things. Yeah. So she used to help with dialysis in a hospital, right? So somebody connects that person, right? Blood in and blood out. And she used to check the monitor or for the dialysis to keep pumping the blood for the blood to go out and then go in, right? So imagine that on a brain. That's it.
Okay.
Same concept, right? It doesn't have to be somebody inside the computer manipulating their thoughts or anything like that. The job medically, the job is to keep it alive, keep it functioning.
I know, but you see, I know myself, and I know that if a simulator is coming for me, if I know that whatever's attacking me is a simulator to get hold of my brain, I'm going to fight that simulator.
Right.
And it won't get my brain because it's going to have to kill me.
But let's put this in a scenario. If a dozer, big fucking trucks, right, run over and mutilate your body to the point that it's not viable, would you like to carry on living and having your own thoughts by removing the brain state and put it in a clone?
No, thank you.
There you are. Boy. They die, you shit.
Absolutely. If I'm in a situation where a fucking bulldozer is going to hit me, then I probably deserve a Darwin Award.
Okay, I can accept that.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is hypothetical that you sign something that says in case of accident I want to be revived. The opposite. The opposite. Yeah, we got the technology to make you transplant.
No,
they transplant an organ from a dead to a live.
No.
Okay, cool. Do you want to make more YouTube videos?
I want to push up daisies.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you're afraid because God has not invited you.
That's right. I'm pissed off.
Yeah,
I'm holding a grudge. You know, I didn't get invited anywhere when I was on Earth, and God didn't invite me either.
Oh, hold on. I got somebody here said Paddy. Paddy, sorry to say, but you are wrong on that. Right? That's, for example, you're talking about a smell sensation, right? You cannot smell something. That's wrong concept because you could be in a dream and watching using your eye senses. Shit, I was in this cliff. I was in this. I can feel the breeze and in the ocean and whatnot, and I was feeling drowning. So basically, all the senses get activated inside of the dream.
Well, I would like to agree with Paddy when he says the brain in a vat is a pseudo-intellectual argument meant to deflect from an actual argument or position. I 100% agree with that.
Where
How
does
about
it
you?
say that?
Well, carry on reading. At the bottom. Afterwards.
No, it's only one comment from Paddy.
No. 2.
Oh, show.
No,
Okay,
no,
now,
before
yeah,
that.
now it sends up. I understand the false perspective. I see people referring to it when I
No, not
cannot.
that one. Not that one. Above it.
Yeah, when you have ever smelled something while dreaming.
No, no, after that.
No, there's none. Either you fucking deleted it or whatever. But I can only
Look,
see 2.
it's on the screen. Look at it on the screen on your YouTube. It's right there.
I'm looking at the fucking comments on the YouTube. Looking at the YouTube comment.
Right.
I've got only 2.
No way.
Yes way.
No way.
Yes way.
I.
You are imaginary. That's what.
Then how come on my? Oh, that's because you've got to have live chat open, not top chat.
What?
At the top of the YouTube chat, you've got a choice of. It says top chat probably, but it should say live chat. So you got.
Why is that? Top chat.
No, change it to live chat.
Right. Okay, I can see it now. Okay, brain avad is a pseudo-intellectual. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
It means to deflect from an actual argument or position.
Right. That's what I was agreeing with.
Yes, but I don't know if you've seen my video, Cloud. Although I agree with what you're saying, but Tom Rabbitt was not arguing about that with that silly bollocks. What's his name? I forgot his name now.
Matt Slick.
Matt Slick. Slicky, right?
Yeah.
That was not the point. The point is the actual physical event of being a vat in a brain, and Tom Rabbitt specifically put a sort of like a clause or an imaginary position of being inside of the matrix. So there was that position.
What's the point of this matrix thing anyway?
To give an illusion that you are already inside, i.e., you can perceive yourself. Because when you say brain of art, you're actually looking at it from outside.
I understand that, but what's the point?
Why?
What's the point?
What do you mean? What's the point?
Look, it is. We say, no matter how you look at things, reality doesn't change around you.
I know. No. We're not talking about reality. He's talking about his position on the invention or the possibility of being inside you being inside of your brain, or thinking yourself inside the brain via matrix, and making it corporeal on the matrix. If that makes any sense.
No, it makes no sense. The whole matrix thing doesn't make any. The whole argument of being inside a matrix doesn't make any sense unless you're born in the matrix. Unless the matrix is the universe.
Hold on, let's go back again. Right, you know, programmers, computer programmers can make games, right?
No, none of them can. They're useless.
Fuck, you're definitely argumentative. Right?
Yeah, okay,
right.
Hold on a second. Let me take that back. Yes.
Right.
Computer programmers can program games.
Right, and then put characters and this and that, right?
Yes,
yeah?
Absolutely.
Right. Basically AI, artificial intelligence, that they got their own set of instructions and whatnot. Fine. Right. Now, imagine that we can hook up the brain, right? And now currently, the only thing we can do is colorize a figure of a brain, or your brain, the size of your brain, and colorize it and say this region is active when we stimulate audio or visual. Right? We say you're an asshole, they stimulate something here. Right? They put a naked woman, stimulate somewhere else. Right? They put good things, bad things, stimulate in different areas. So that is how far we are right now. So we are fuck all in the infancy. We are sperm in the equation of a man, right? We are in the infancy of that type of matrix scenario. I get that, but our most of the things that we've done in the future is by thinking about events on the past. For example, the Star Trek, the mobile phone, right? You see what I mean, right? They're speaking to a computer and talking to us, Alexa, right? That type of interaction, right? We have achieved it on a minimal scale, but we have, right? So sooner or later, we're going to move it one step ahead, one step ahead, one step ahead. Yeah. And two, we're going to say, no, I don't want to have my brain. I want to have Sydney's brain. Yeah. or Sydney's history. Yeah. Download it into my brain. Right. Because apparently we only hold 10% or whatever fucking percent of information, and the rest is fucking waste, empty. This nugget is empty for all intents and purposes. Yeah, so they say.
No comment.
No, so they say. It's a general statistic, not my statistics. Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, what are people through that? Yeah, I saw Tom's video. I think the point is that God doesn't get them out of the problem anymore. It doesn't.
Then he does
right,
anyone else. Yeah.
Cloud. Essentially, Matt says atheists can't know anything.
We can't know. We aren't a brain in a vat. And Tom's response was, "You neither." Yeah, but Matt Slick said, "Yeah, but the Bible says I'm not." Done.
Right,
Right?
because our bodies was because we were made in a body, or
Right.
according to them. So if we're in a body, we're not brain of our period.
Yeah.
That's
Have you ever seen The 13th Floor? About a couple of guys that create the first simulated reality, only to find that they are in a simulated reality.
of themselves.
No, I haven't seen that movie.
I have not either. I don't know. I don't recall it, but
No.
I'm gonna put it on my. I'm gonna search for it right fucking now. I'm not gonna watch it now, obviously.
Yes. Not going to waste any fucking time, are you?
No, of course not. No, page 13th floor. Fuck me, yeah, 1999.
Oh, yeah?
Okay. I will make it happen. So hold on, let me say who said this. Who said this? Cloud. Thank you. I'm already downloaded it. So thank you for that info.
Paddy says the Bible is full of contradictions and misinformation. So why would anyone refer to the Bible as a source of information? Exactly. As a source of credible information, for sure. There's lots of information, but it's all made up. It's not credible. It's not verifiable. It's not.
I watch. I like sci-fi too. Trust me. I don't know what I have not watched, but if I haven't watched something, I fucking grab it. Put it that way. Yeah, and I find it really surprising that I have not seen the film. I probably won't. I have not recorded. 1 megabyte. Yeah, 1 megabyte. Yeah, it's downloaded. 1.7, 2 megabytes. Yeah. It's going down. It's happening.
What are you downloading that movie?
Yeah, the 13th floor, 1999.
Okay, then do you want to carry on then?
Yeah. No, I'm downloading. Don't worry about it. I'm just downloading it. I'm just because I got huge fucking bandwidth, silly bandwidth.
Yeah, no, but we started off
yes.
with the.
Yeah, you went into a mega fucking tangent.
Yeah, but I digressed.
Carry on digressing. Yes. We're gonna carry on watching my bullshit. Yeah, bullshit video.
Let's go carry on watching it. Good idea.
The brain is not the body. Okay.
Right.
The brain is the body.
Oh, are you going to say that the brain is the mind? I don't think you.
No. Tom Rabbitt, you're being deceptive. You frozen.
The mind, the body, the mind, the body. No,
YouTube is
we're
frozen.
talking about the body being the
Sorry, my bad. I haven't said nothing. Sorry, my bad. I'm an asshole. I had
the
it
brain
paused.
being.
My bad.
What?
I said I was being a fucking dick. I had my YouTube paused, and I'm calling you out saying it was muted. it was stuck. It was me
All right.
that
Okay.
I did not put the play. So my bad.
No problem. Okay. Water under the bridge.
Yeah, it's gone.
The body. That is wrong. It's part of the body. Now you fucking putting wood on the fire again. You're being fucking argumentative. Yeah? You are Daft Dawkins 2.0. Minus the rudeness. Minus
Coffee
the red button. The muting. You are absolutely fucking spot on like Daft Dawkins. Minus the abuse.
I want to say that. So what's left? The brain's the body, isn't it, Mr. Slick?
The brain is not the body. You are absolutely fucking wrong. The brain is part of the body. Mr. Rabbitt. Because you try to be fucking condescending as well.
The brain is the body. The brain is the feet and the hands and the arms.
The brain is body, isn't it, Mr. Slick?
No, it's not. The brain is not the body. You're being fucking dishonest.
Right.
Wow. You said the brain is the body, so the body is the whole thing.
Brain is a part of the body.
Correct, but you're saying two different things, right? You're saying the brain is part of the body and the brain is the body. Make your fucking mind up. It cannot be both things. It's not both things. And I'm talking about, you know it, right? But this is just purely being controversial, being argumentative, absolutely fucking argumentative, being a dick, in my opinion.
Yes.
Oh, it's a part of the body. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's a part of the body. Okay.
Isn't it? Isn't it?
What do you mean, isn't it? You already said that the brain was the body, and then the brain is part of the body. Don't go, isn't it? Because you did not say that 2 or 3 fucking sentences before. You might have misspoken, but you have not man up to say, sorry, yes, I made a mistake. I meant the brain is part of the body. But you did not say that. Now you're being fucking obtuse, trying to be argumentative about, isn't it part of the fucking brain? That's childish. What the fuck?
You don't have to get upset now, do you?
Or do you want to say that the brain is the mind? I don't think you want to say that, right?
Now you see it. Has been Tom Robbins been a piece of shit now, right? He started brain is the body, brain body, brain body, brain body, right? Then brain is part of the body. Brain is the body. Brain is part of the body. So when Matt Slick corrected me, oh hold on, what is it? Is it body? Or is it part of the body? And Tom Robbins said, is it part of the body? Is it not part of the body? Or what? Is it brain and mind? A mind, a brain? What the... It's word game. Word game. So fucking childish. Seriously, so childish. This is only to make drama. It's a fucking... Tom Robbins is a drama fucking queen. Big time. Big time. And I think he's copying from Daft Dawkins.
So in order to play this and get out of this, you have to say that the brain isn't the body, but the brain is the body, isn't it, Matt?
He said that. He clarified your wrong interpretation or your wrong wording. So he's being honest in this instance, and you're being the dishonest one. Fact. That's fact.
No, the brain is not the body.
Oh, is it part of the body?
Yes, he said that first. You said the brain is the body.
The brain is one of the organs in the physical body.
Is
Correct.
it part of the body?
What
Yes.
the fuck are you saying?
It's one of the organs in the physical body. That's what I'm
It
saying.
hurts.
Yeah,
Listen
it's,
to that
it's
guy.
the body, isn't it?
No, what? The brain is not the fucking body. That is fucking dishonest, Tom Rabbitt. You're being a fucking dishonest cunt. Yeah? Absolutely fucking argumentative. I had a little respect from you. Little. Now it's this fucking much. Yeah, this fucking much. Before it was about this big from my 6 foot size. Yeah, it was that big, the respect I had for you. Now it's this fucking low. Because now I know that you lost the fucking line of questioning. Now you coming along with the bullshit comments about the fucking body being the brain the body parts and this and shit. You are becoming equally a loser as that talking is. When he's been defeated by somebody else, you talking out of your fucking ass again. Why? If you want to argue with Matt Slick, get your shit right and stick with it. Don't go with fucking meta bullshit. The brain is the body is the brain, and absolute fucking childish, in my opinion.
You said
Body.
the brain is the body.
It is body.
It's like saying that the finger. That's like saying my finger is the body.
Correct. I agree with what Matt Slick is saying. Tom Rabbitt is saying that the part is the whole. That what is Tom Rabbitt is saying. Unless his brain is trying to be a fucking argumentative dick or an ignorant. I don't think he's ignorant. I think he's been malicious, intentionally malicious. Yeah, to create, as I said to you again, I'm sorry to say that, he's putting wood on the fire. He's trying to get the bush always fire. Needs the fire going.
No, finger is body.
You see? Tom Roberts being a fucking dick. The finger is the body. Is this a fucking body? Is this a whole fucking body? It's part of the body. Is this a fucking body? No. Huh?
Right? Hands are body. These are all components of body.
Components. Don't confuse components with the body. The body is a sum. Yeah? It's the sum of the parts. It feels like I'm arguing.
So when you say cite scripture and say we die in the body,
I think when I was making the video, I think I was arguing with a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know when no, it's not that. No. Yes. No. It was it. No, but listen. That's it's like fighting for a lost cause. Yeah, or for a waste of time. It's like I have lost half an hour of my fucking life in that video.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and nothing of substance that to gain apart from listening to two pieces of fucking shit retards. Talking bullshitology.
Mm-hmm.
So no, seriously, it came across that way. Yeah, right. It just anyway.
Body, guess what? Your mind died in body, which is constituted by brain. There's no.
When it says the body, it's talking about the whole fucking thing, not part of it. You can say it's brain dead, but when you're brain dead, the body dies. So the whole of the body, right? Not the finger died, yeah, or the hair died, or your eye died, right? The body is the whole constitution, not a single part of it. You conflating the issue.
And you're just playing with words here.
Correct. I agree. 100% is playing with words.
Oh, I'm playing with words.
To make yourself look.
Yeah. So you be a fucking dishonest cunt. Yeah. For the sake of being argumentative. You being Darth Dawkins.
Ooh.
What you have to be that fucking childish? You lost the conversation with Matt Slick, and you've been a dick right now.
Decent. Yeah, you are. And so as the Christian worldview is that we are born in physical bodies and we die in physical bodies, that's what the Bible says that we are. So that's the internal view of the Bible. To deny that is simply to impose a value from the outside saying it's not true. And the way you're doing that is by offering this scenario of a brain in a vat, which is an external critique.
Yeah, there's no
part of the
there's no conflict in the scripture that you just read. Let me ask you this. if you were a man,
I just showed you.
yeah, and I'll show you. So if you're a man
you
and
see,
you
that's
get your
what I'm saying.
hand chopped off, what's left is your
Yeah.
body.
No,
If an expert says to him,
it is a body
sh- I-
minus one part of the remaining of the whole body.
if
Right.
an expert says to him,
You
says
break
to
a
you,
window in your car, the car's still there. Or are you gonna say, oh, there's no car because somebody broke the fucking window?
Yeah.
Fucking retard.
Right. Right. See, you don't want to.
Go
I
ahead.
can see you don't want to answer,
No,
so
I
I'll
was-
just go to the end game because I can.
No, don't say I don't want to answer.
I have to agree with Matt Slick on this one. Tom Rabbitt's been a child or a dick, whichever, but it's silly line of argument. Not even Jack is going into this bullshit line of argument. Not even Jack. Jack is probably hiding in the back of fucking hell. This fucking Tom Rabbitt is talking out of his fucking ass. You go, no, I'm getting out of here. Nobody. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, they're muted, right? But you got 1, 2, 3, 4,
16,
4,
16 in
4
total.
people that could actually butt in, right? And the rest of the people that are with the mic, bro, they can actually unmute. They go, no, Tom Bravo, you're talking all over your ass. But they're so afraid of the star of the show in his fucking clubhouse, yeah, that nobody will touch him. Surprise, surprise, piece of shit. Yeah, you are fucking wrong. You're being deceptive, right? And I'm telling you in your fucking face, right? That is absolute fucking deception.
I read something in the text.
I thought this video was going to be about Matt Slick
He couldn't. He
getting
couldn't.
defeated, but
He couldn't. It's impossible.
It's Tom Rabbitt getting a mouthful.
Precisely. Hence, I put the video of Praise I Am behind it, right? Because the idea was once this prick is finished, he went to cry to Praise I Am, right? And two heavyweights and saying, well, it doesn't matter because otherwise it's going to be fucking 13 hours doing this, right? But Tom Rabbitt said it incorrectly. He addressed it incorrectly. He multiple times repeated the same fucking question when Matt Slick has numerous occasions answer the same way, right?
Oh, okay.
That's technically an interrogation.
Yeah.
Right. That's technically interrogation, and he wanted to submit to change the answer from yes or no, from positive to negative. You know what I mean? To contradict himself, right? As I said to you before, right? And then Tom Rabbitt has got fucking loads of scope to say the rest. But this is exactly the same. Okay, let's see if I can say this correctly. Matt Slick has done what many atheists has done to Daft Dawkins when they cut the script, right? So that's what Matt Slick has done. Okay, no, because XYZ. Almost at the fucking beginning, when he was clear on the line of on what Tom Rabbitt was asking, he was focused. He was fucking dead on. Well, not dead on, but he was there. He got his target. I'm going there, right? So at the very beginning, probably minute 5 or so, it was already fucking done deal, right? But then 20 something minutes, Tom still pestering Matt Slick. Carry on. Why the fuck for? Yeah, you've already been defeated, right? Oh, I know why. Because the bitch is live. Tom Rabbitt is live recording that, right? So he cannot drop his guard because he cannot be shown to be defeated. That is why. That is why. Because he's actually in Clubhouse at that time. Yeah, you know what I mean. Being the gorilla. Ooh, I'm here. Yeah, I'm the alpha dog.
Right.
Yeah, or the alpha, right? And slick. He's been very slick, very intelligently slick,
Mm-hmm.
right? By cutting the tree from the fucking root, right? And he's got no more weaponry, no more script to carry on.
Right.
And the only script he's got, Tom Rabbit, the only script is repeating the same line, because Tom Rabbitt's script is a question, yeah, plus some defocation, right? Some couple of lines of inquiry, but it's only a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
From there, it's not like the difference between him and Daft Dog is that Daft Dog has got fucking massive line of questioning, right? So he's going throughout the place, and then he guides you to the question that he wants to say. Okay, yeah, you see, you cannot think intelligibly. Period. Game over, right? But as an intelligent atheist, he would say, no, I don't believe your bullshit. From what's the you don't believe in the God does not exist, because I would say I have not made that claim. I just fucking ended the fucking script.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing what I did just now. Matt Slick did.
Okay.
First question. You don't believe in God because I haven't said that. You made that claim. Right? What can you do? So Daft Talkers will boot the shit out of you, or ask you 10 times like Tom Rabbit did, and Tom Rabbit cannot boot Matt because it would be a sign of weakness or sign of defeat, right?
And he's live.
Sorry?
And he's live.
Correct. It's even fucking worse. Correct. It's not private.
Yeah.
It's not a closed room. So he's definitely broadcasting it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, hold on. No. It's not just live. He's recording it, because you cannot record that. Okay. You cannot record. You cannot video record inside Clubhouse per se. Right. You have to pre-record. You have to record it. You have to screen share it. Screen record it.
Okay.
Right, so he's doing two things. He's live inside Clubhouse, and he's recording the screen.
Well, I'm sure you can record Clubhouse screens.
No, you cannot. You can only record. You can only broadcast the audio or pre-recorded audio.
Because you can set it to replay. So once it's
Replay
done,
is only replay. Yeah, but replay is of the event. But then you need to save it in some sort of medium, and you cannot say no. There's no saving. It's only a replay.
oh,
right?
so there are replays within the platform itself. So if you want,
Indeed.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Right, indeed. You have to do some sort of recording, either OBS type of thing or Camtasia type of thing. Yeah, basically screen recording.
Well, with
Right.
OBS, I guess it'll be crazy resources, but you can record and stream the same thing.
Yeah, but it's silly. No. This guy was live,
Yeah.
and then afterwards he recorded it, or recorded it was live.
Mm.
Either way, yeah. So those are the only two possible options.
That's what I
Right.
said.
Yes, sure. But recording it live is more trickier because the second one recorded after the fact, he just have to be quiet. Yeah, and just record it and walk away, right? Here he had to monitor it that both things doesn't fuck up.
Okay.
But even so, even if he fucks up here, he still have it recorded, so he can actually record it another time. Doesn't matter.
Okay. I just want to address a point that Clout makes.
Right, let me see that.
He says he sees
Yeah.
Tom's point. If you removed your finger, what remains would be you, not the finger. If you removed everything except your mind, which is housed in your brain, that's you.
Whoa, hold on. Yes, true, but you have to add something. It would be you minus the piece of the finger. So basically, whatever you remove, you have to say, I got my body, but it's not whole body. It's a body minus something.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like saying a car without the spare wheel. Have you got the car? Yes, but the car is not complete. Yeah, I broke the window. Yes, I got the whole car minus my broken window.
No,
So
that
yeah,
doesn't make sense.
But what I'm saying, the car is the whole, the body is the whole, but it's not completely No, not the whole, the sum.
Okay, well, I am my whole body minus the nail clippings that I took off this morning. Or I am my whole body minus the hair that I cut this morning. Like what does this all mean? It just doesn't make sense.
Right, but you still have your nails. You are clipping an excess of it.
I'm my whole body minus the dead skin that I scratched off my arm.
No, but but that's being silly now. We're talking about an
It's
excess
all
that you
silly.
get- No, yeah, no. That's going beyond fucking silliness, right? It's like your shit. You shit. Oh, I'm still my body. You see what I mean? I
No,
go
that's
for a piss.
different.
No,
That's not
it's-
part of your
it's-
body. No,
Well, it's
No.
internal.
dude.
It's internal.
Dude, do you understand how the digestive system works?
Yes.
It's not
Yeah,
internal.
the good shit you take, the portion that you ate, it got processed in the body. It becomes part of your body.
No, it's engulfed by your body. It's
Yes.
surrounded by your body.
Yes.
But surrounded by your intestines, your stomach, this,
If-
that, and the other. It is surrounded by, and then it gets pushed out.
If you eat a lot of glucose, you become fucking fat,
Okay.
right? Where does it go? In your fucking belly, right? So it becomes part of your body. So
Moral of the story, everybody:
is
do
technically
not overeat your glucose.
correct.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
All right. I have to sneeze.
But you see, for example, in Tom's analogy, what part of the is your body gone when you take your brain out?
Your body doesn't matter if your mind. It's where your mind is. I think that's what he's referring to.
Yeah, exactly. Mind over matter, mind over body, whatever.
You're really talking
Right.
about the mind. It doesn't matter about the body. If your mind lived in your little finger, then you'd be talking about that.
But the mind resides inside of the brain.
In the
whatever
brain,
fuck it
exactly. So that's
is. Yeah,
right.
for sure. Right, but the mind is nothing if the brain is not functioning. It's like the mind is the actual RAM of the computer, right? You switch it off, the mind goes. See you later. The minds never stay open unless the brain is not functioning. Period.
All right.
Right?
I'll go with that.
So
yeah, sure.
my mind is only alive as long as the brain is alive.
Okay.
Yeah, unless you tell me that the brain can function outside of the body, or whilst the brain is not functioning, right? Then we got a different ball game. If not, carry on.
Yeah, I think we'll carry on.
Yeah, carry on.
All right.
And I was a little distracted by something. So don't say I don't want to answer. You're not a good mind reader. So
Oh,
what
I'm
was
an
it said?
excellent mind. Anyways,
No, you're not.
I'll just go to the end. If Matt Slick gets his hand chopped off, what's
Yeah.
left of is his body,
The body minus a hand. That's what I was getting at.
right? If you get your other hand chopped off,
Yes.
what's left is your body. You get your
That's what I'm
arms
getting
and
Oh, hold on. So what? Now the hand is not the body. So the less you chop, it is equal. The body is equal.
your legs chopped off. What's left is your body. If we take away everything but your brain, guess what's left? Your body.
That didn't make any sense. Tom Rabbitt, are you saying that if somebody chops the head off in a guillotine, which part is the body? The head, or from the neck down? Yeah, in essence,
They're
you
both
are
together,
saying
the
that
body.
if everything's being chopped off, the brain is the body. Yeah, but
That's
what you're saying. He was
a
eliminating the
brain.
thing. He was eliminating everything from bottom to top. And then he says, what if the brain remains? What is it? Is that the body? No, it ain't fucking body. That's the end of the fucking body. That's the last part of the functioning body. Right? That's basically what he was saying. He was trying to say, oh, because it's the last pair. Well, I said to him, okay, so if you get rid of everything and you have to chop the hand there, is that the whole body? Right? Let's say you get run over, like I told you before, right? But your hand is sticking out. Is that your body? No, it's part of the fucking body. Yeah, everything is part of the body. Only when you see the sum of the body, you can say, yeah, that's the whole body. right? You lose, and it's not about the scraping of the scales of your skin, scales of the skin, that thing, that substance, yeah, or when you cut your hair, right? Muted.
What happens when you get blown to smithereens and you're just splattered all
Right,
over the place?
right. Your
Where's your
body's
body?
going
Where's your body?
all over the fucking place.
All over
All,
the fucking place.
well, it is, right? So basically, your body is being
Actually,
scattered.
at that point, you have no body. There's no body. There's no
Correct.
body to
Well,
refer to.
the body is being disintegrated. Yes, sure,
Yeah.
but you can still talk about the body. The body has been broken, right? There's no constitution. There's nothing there, right? Because actually, technically, the body is wherever the fucking thing it lands, but it's all over the fucking shop, right?
Ugh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. A bomb explodes. Yeah,
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
there.
You
Right?
got sausage.
Indeed. Yeah, scrambled eggs.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's carry on.
Yeah, carry on. Let's not go there.
So
How fucking stupid.
it's completely compatible with the scripture that you read.
See? No, you were talking out of your fucking ass, Tom Rabbitt. Yeah, you're saying that the brain is the body. The brain is the whole fucking body. That's what you said. You know what? Let me tell you something, right? You're a bad loser. You're definitely fucking bad loser. Right? For sure, you're a bad loser. I did not want to talk this long. Right? But now that I'm hearing very, very closely to what you said, fuck Max Slick. What you're saying, 90% is wrong. Right? 90% wrong. Or with an intention, with ill will, at the fucking very least. Yeah, with a little bit of fucking dishonesty on top of it. That makes it up.
So the definition or the assumption in the
Careful. I'm not defending my Slick. He's another idiot. Right? Saying that a Calvinist, he's fucking special because he's been elected. That's bullshit. Right? But in this case, Tom Rabbitt has got a case to answer against his bullshit line of questioning.
Bible about what our bodies are, feet, hands, etc. And that Jesus exemplifies this. And he was fully man, fully God, still is actually, hypostatic union.
You have to prove that, Matt Slig. That's a claim or an assertion. Bold ass assertion. That's not.
Oh, I don't think you heard what I said. He said, I said that Matt Slick's Freudian slip was when he said Jesus was man, was God, and then still is. So I don't think.
Yeah, because what he's trying to depict is the Trinity, right? He came temporally as a man, and then he fucked off with the main man, or amalgamated, fused, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? Yeah, the triune bullshit, right? But he's always existed. That's basically what he said.
Yeah, but he said was. Trinity. He said was, and then still is. As you know, just sort of.
Yeah.
I forgot that he was dead.
Yeah, I forgot my bullshit. Yeah.
Let's
carry on.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not there.
So that's what it's talking about. And the Bible says that we're born in a human body and that we'll die in our human body. That's what it says.
Right. That's basically what Matt Slick is saying about the question. And this is basically what it is. After 23 minutes of the half an hour video, actual half an hour of the video, right? Tom Rabbitt's video, in minute 23 and a half or 23:46 of the actual video, this is the answer of the question. Of Tom Rabbitt's question.
Therefore, there's no room for a brain in a vat thing.
There you are. That's the. I put it in writing so people can see it. Right? That's the answer. I don't give a shit if it's good or bad answer. It is an answer, and Matt Slick has been consistent on that answer. That I grant 100%. Is he a dick? Sure. Right, but in this interchange, Tom Rabbitt has been the bigger dick, the bigger idiot in this exchange.
I'm gonna have to change the title of this video.
Right, because he tried to push him to go one way. Matt Slick held his own.
That's true. Solid.
Whatever that means.
True.
Right? And Tom Rabbitt fell miserably, right, on his question. Failed. The reason he failed is because it's a stupid fucking question.
Basically, he failed because he failed to change his mind.
Right.
He's not following the script. That's basically what it was.
Right.
It's a hypothetical. Right? It's got nothing to do with reality. Like, would you save a human being? No, would you save an infant? Like, for just to pierce the argument. Or Matt Slick, would you save a gay? Right? Both of them are a legitimate question. Maybe ill presented, but he can make a decision to save one or the other. Right? But saying that is a brain in a vat, it could be the case or not, and figure that, and then argue about it, right? Absolutely fucking retard. Yeah, unless Tom Rabbitt can prove that brain in a vat is a thing. It's like saying God made the earth, God made the whole fucking thing in 6 days. It's got the same weight of stupidity, right? Unless both of them can be proven the case, both stands are the same. Bullshit. Absolutely fucking bullshit. Right?
Right.
No, there is, and I just explained why.
I just explained it. It's so fucking mellow. Yeah, I just played to you. Like if you gave some sort of truth value to your question. Fucking hilarious.
Next.
Yeah.
I
Boring.
think Matt's done. So
No, you are done as well. You are done.
We're gonna
As I
finish.
said,
Well, we're
I
gonna
will.
finish
Done
when
with
when
this.
when
Yeah,
we
I got
finish
you.
with
Done with
the
this
with
stuff.
the
I bet you-
entry. We finish when that part is finished, and then we do it tomorrow. The praise I am.
That I was gonna suggest exactly that. We're
That's
on the
fine.
same. How,
Yeah, because the boss has spoken.
yeah, just so you tell me when it's done. When Matt Slick's done.
It's gonna finish in a minute because
Yeah.
both of them are on an impasse.
Yeah, but I want
Right.
to end with them going and.
Correct. Yes, they will go. They will go soon.
Yeah.
Very, very, very fucking soon.
All right, let's let it run.
sure. Yeah, I got
This,
you.
I'm done with your faulty line of reasoning.
I
Yeah.
agree. Right? I hate Matt Slick, but in this case, I agree on his faulty line of reasoning or the question. The question is a little bit dishonest one, right? But yes, I agree.
I've shown you and
100%.
repeated it. It doesn't matter what I say. You're just going to try and save face and try and continue to argue.
You
I'm
don't have
telling
to
you,
make
the
any
internal-
attempt to save
That's why I asked.
face.
That's why I asked internal or external critique. You keep jumping back and forth.
No,
you
I don't.
realize it.
No, I don't.
I'm telling you.
You know, Tom Rabbitt sounds very much with like Godless Girl, right? when they trying to piss the other person, right, and trying to create a animosity, right, to see if the other person gets fucking pissed. I go, you fucking did, you fucking that. And then he goes and runs it a couple of days later, makes a video in Clubhouse saying, oh, you see how he was fucking rude to me and this, my feelings were hurt on this. So that's why he's being so fucking mellow, right? Tom Rabbitt, his line of questioning was bullshit, but a mellow bullshit.
telling you, biblically, God declares that we're born in a physical body and that we will die in a physical body. The physical body is exemplified as hands, feet, nose, eyes, etc. That's what it says. For you to say, well, we could be brains and bad, is to go against that teaching. That, therefore, is an external critique, not an internal critique. I've shown you this repeatedly. I've stated it, and you refuse to acknowledge it.
Matt,
Yeah,
it's
but that's
interesting though that on your
one
website,
last thing.
you actually
One last
say-
thing. It's not even what you're saying isn't even a problem, because not only could you be a brain in a vat,
Fucking hell. You still fucking hammering that. You lost the game there, and you still fucking hammer it.
Hmm.
You're not a loser. You're a bad loser.
your objection is that that's okay, but
It's not objection. He answered the fucking question. You're being the fucking obtuse and being a bad loser that you don't like his answer.
you have to be dying in a physical body. Well, here's the real rub, Matt. The mad scientist, the person who puts you in the vat, could put your brain back into your body and then you die.
Really? Is that your childish fucking move? Right?
The mad scientist.
So why do you put that part of the equation? How do you know that you're not brain in a vat before or after some fucking idiot took your fucking brain out, play with you for a fucking couple of weeks and put it back? How do you not know that? Right? That would have been slightly more honest. But it is absolutely fucking dishonest to add more meta to a simple question. Bullshit question, but still a simple question. Right? And Tom Rabbitt, at the end, it still needs to fucking hammer it down. Yeah? After he's been fucking dishonest. That's my opinion. And the proof is in fucking pudding.
So you still don't know how you couldn't be a brain in a vat right now.
But you worship the flying spaghetti monster also with this kind of logic and thinking? Well,
You mean
next,
you mean
let's
good
just
logic
go to
and
somebody else
thinking?
who's more, let's go to somebody else who's more competent in
Godless?
argumentation.
Hey, God. Fucking hell.
Well, sorry.
Yeah,
I
I'll
just wanted to
debate
say,
that.
I
Yeah,
was-
debate
I was
that.
going to
What
say,
the
Matt,
fuck are you gonna
friends,
say?
You are holding it logically possible that Christians are brain in vats, because your article on Calm talking about brains in vats says that if
Oh yeah, I need
Christians
to
are
go.
brains in
Yeah,
vats,
no, it's gonna take a
then
little
does
bit
that
longer
mean that
because
the
it's
Christian
gonna
God does not exist?
take long. It's gonna take about another 15 minutes because what he's gonna do is give that explanation and then the video will end and then Tom Rabbitt is gonna explain the Calm website page. So it's not even gonna finish soon. There's still at least another 20 minutes of bullshit.
And you have to go?
Tom Rabbitt. Yeah, I have to go. So
All right, so we'll just pick it up.
Second call.
We'll pick it up
second
from here
God.
tomorrow.
Yeah. It's 6 or 6:30 my time will be just fine, perfectly fine.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I check your timing and then I mold to that. That's fine.
Yeah, I'll probably just put it up there and schedule it so you can see the time.
Fine.
All right.
That's what I said. Yep.
Excellent.
All good. Thank you for that so far. Yeah.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being part of the Reason Speak crowd.
Indeed.
We love you, Oscar.
I'm gone.
Take
Bye-bye.
care, man. See you tomorrow. All right. Okay, to the rest of you, thank you so much for interacting and watching. And if you like any of it, push the like button and share some of it if you want. It's pretty long. Oh, what are we getting at? 2 hours now? 2.5 hours? Yeah, sharing it, sharing the whole video is I find sometimes very difficult. But if you listen and you hear something that is worth sharing, then maybe from that point on you could share the video. Okay. That's it for me for now. I'm out of here. Remember to always think logically.